Hello Melissa, thank you for joining me today and welcome to what is going to be a lovely, relaxing facial and scalp massage. So we're going to cleanse and tone quite a bit today and do a mask on your face as well. And while that mask is drying, we'll do a little bit of a scalp massage just to release some tension around your scalp area. And we'll also do a little bit of a facial with a little bit of massage moves on the face just to relax any tension that is on your face currently. Just before I start, I'm going to have a look at your face. And is there anything that you feel I might need to know about that has irritated your skin, or any particular issues that you've had to do with your face or your scalp that you need to make me aware of?
My face, my skin in general can be quite acne prone and sensitive.
Right, okay. So that's useful to know, and we'll try and avoid, I think, putting oils onto the face today. We'll keep the oil away from the face, and just when we do the scalp massage, keep the oils to the hair and scalp. So we'll do a basic standard facial, just cleansing and toning with a face mask. And while, as I said, that's drying, we'll do a little bit of scalp work just to create that overall sense of relaxation. I don't know if you know about the benefits of facial, so I'll just go through some of the highlights of facials in terms of the benefits that it can bring to your face in particular. So one of the most obvious ones is removing dead skin cells by cleansing the face and stopping that congestion forming that can create sort of acne prone skin. Really making sure that you have a good cleansing routine can really help to maintain some lovely smooth skin. Okay, it definitely is part of that overall sense of well-being that we're working on. So eventually we'll get to the stage where no part of the body is neglected in terms of focus on that and overall body well-being. And the face is an important part in that as well, because we hold lots of tension in the face, in particular around the jawline and around the eye area and even the nose area here, by that wonderful zygomatic bone here. There we go. So we'll work on that gently. So what I'm going to start with is by cleansing the face, just very gently, so that I can remove any dead skin cells, increase that blood circulation to the face surface, and just make sure that it's thoroughly clean so that the mask that we put on in a while really penetrates into your pores. Okay, so I'm just going to get the cleanser onto my hands. hopefully you can smell those lovely wafts of citrusy flavours as well. That gives a lovely scent and aroma. Okay, right, just going to start really slowly with this. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to check your skin as well, just to check for any contraindications which might prevent the massage. Then I'm going to pop a little bit across the shoulders and neck just so that we get a little bit there. Okay, that's lovely. And then what I'm just going to do is just get my cleansing cloths so that I can just cleanse that off. So these are my wonderful cleansing mitts that I've discovered. So when I learned how to do this first, it was all sponges. These are wonderful if you just dampen them, and then they're really cooling to the touch as well. And just because they're like mittens, they can allow you to get into all the nooks and crannies while you remove that cleanser off. Just going to go under the eyes slightly there. If we were doing a very deep facial, obviously we would look at removing makeup and doing some special eye cleanse as well, but for this first cleanse and very basic facial, we'll just make sure we've got all the cleanser off. There we go. So pop these away while I get some toner, and the toner will just remove any remaining cleanser. Okay, so that's just a simple toner which removes any remaining cleanser that is left on the skin. Now, because you had no makeup on, a first cleanse is absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do now is just do a little bit of a mini massage on your face. So I'm just going to use some avocado oil, which I know you have liked in the past. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in my measuring pot. Just enough, we don't need loads. Put that in my hand. Just so that we can have a little bit of a gentle massage. And this gives me a chance to really look at your skin in a lot more detail as well. Just a few thumb circles around this area. So what you're doing is, while you're cleansing and inspecting, you're also creating a sense of relaxation in that area. And these are areas that often get missed in massage, but do actually hold quite a bit of tension. And sometimes facials are very focused on cleansing and toning and moisturising, and actually the massage part is very, very shortened, but actually it's worth spending some time on this part of your face. Okay. You can feel under your skin as well for any lumps or bumps that might be of concern. And then lymph drainage out to sides of your face. A little bit of finger pressure under that zygomatic bone. Just going to work these eyebrows as well. A little bit of pressure point there. And you often do feel when you're massaging here what's needed, because everybody's different in terms of their needs. A little bit of acupressure there. Just to relieve any tension that's there. A little bit of scissor move along here, get rid of any tension. Anytime you do something a little bit vigorous, the next move should be calming. Okay. A little bit of effleurage there. I'm just going to finish with the ears, which often hold a lot of tension. Right, the next stage is I'm just going to wipe off that oil before I put the mud mask on you. So I'm just going to reach for my cloths again. I'm just going to remove that oil. Alright, now I'm going to blot off with a tissue just so that it's nice and clear. Any moisture's been taken off before we put the mud mask on. So Just any excess is then removed. And blots. That. Okay, what we're going to do now is put a mud mask on your face to really cleanse some of those areas so that you feel absolutely spotlessly clean. And I've got some face masks here to choose from, and I think what we'll probably do is use a green tea clay mask. How does that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Okay, I'm going to open up the mask now. I'm going to put an amount of the mask. Right, I'm just putting the mask into a separate bowl so that we don't contaminate. And then we're going to use the bowl separately, and then we're just going to paint this over your face. Like so. And this is quite calming, actually, doing something like this. This is something that you can quite easily do yourself at home as well. It's very cooling on the skin, so especially if you've got inflamed skin, you can use that to help it calm down. Get this tiny bit under the nose. Be careful when you get near the eyes that you don't actually get into the eyes, because the eyes need different treatment, very sensitive, and thin skin around the eyes that need a different product. This is very relaxing for you, hopefully, while I'm doing this, and cooling as well. Green tea has some fabulous properties. Very good for the skin. Just do slightly under the chin there. There we go, that should be lovely and cooling. Okay, now you mentioned that with the scalp massage you don't want me to use oils today. So while your face mask is drying, what I will do is just do some gentle scalp massage moves, but I won't use oil on the hair in this instance. But normally I would encourage you to use oil where possible, but obviously if you're going out later, or you're meeting somebody after you've had the treatment, then it's perfectly acceptable to do a scalp massage without oils. Okay, so I'm just going to do some few gentle moves around here. So this is where I can just do some finger rubbings around this area. Obviously, because it's a relaxing facial, just keep the moves to very gentle moves, not vigorous ones. Obviously, some Indian head massages, for example, and scalp massages can be very vigorous because they're really trying to stimulate the blood flow. But this one's just a gentle scalp massage, just taking advantage while the mud mask is drying. Do a little bit of pressure moves on here. Do some raindrops or piano tapping, as it's called. Very gentle moves, but really creates a sense of relaxation. Either like raindrops dropping on your head in a nice way, or piano tapping. Going to effleurage that out, and then I'm going to do some tiny bits of hair tugging, nothing vigorous, just to stimulate this part of the scalp. There we go. Right, how does the scalp massage feel? You all still awake?
Yeah, barely.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the mud mask and make sure that skin is almost squeaky clean, ready for you to get ready to go out. Okay, I'm just going to go and get my mittens newly cleansed and washed. Let's just do these. And these mittens are quite interesting because on one side you've got a slightly more abrasive, so where if the mud doesn't come off easily, you can turn the sponge over, and it's got a slightly more rigorous coverage, which is really helpful. most of it off with this. And then we'll get the rest off. Let's just turn that around and use the other side. And then we'll get the remainder off with some cotton pads. Okay, we're just going to do one final sweep just to make sure we've got rid of all of that. There's none left there, that's good. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pop on some vitamin C and collagen. This might be a bit cold on the skin. It's really cooling. Just going to get that to seep in. I'll leave you with a lovely, cooling, cleansed feeling. Right, just to finish, I just want you to take a few deep breaths with me. So if we do this 3 times, so in through your nose and out through your mouth. So 1, 2, and last one. There we go. Thank you. Hello, Melissa. Today, what we're going to do is do a very relaxing face massage with a little bit of treatment on the edges into the scalp. And we're going to start by just setting a relaxing atmosphere by using this wonderful room spray that I have here, which is lavender based, just to create a very relaxing atmosphere. It's got pure lavender essential oil in it, and it really helps to create a calm and balancing atmosphere. Really perfect for when you feel stressed or overwhelmed. So what I'd like to start with doing is just breathing in some of that essential oil. So if you could give me some deep breaths. And again. Last one. That's lovely, thank you. And what I'm just going to do is use some lavender water just to clean off the face. If you just want to lean back, just going to cool that face down with this wonderful lavender water. And then what I'm going to do is that's it, if you lean back, I'm just going to use my magnifying glass just to check for any contraindications on your skin and the edge of the scalp where we're going to work on magic today. It's just a little bit of dry skin around the edge of the ears and into the scalp here. So I was just going to use castor oil, which I think I will still do on the face. But I think for when we get into the scalp, I might just add in a little bit of lavender. It has some wonderful healing properties and it's great, as is castor oil, for dry skin. A few blemishes there, but there's nothing open, nothing that will cause a problem with the treatment. Just check the edge of this hair again. Yes, I think we will do that when we get to the scalp, but let's just focus on the face for now. And I have already poured out some carrot oil, which I'm just going to use as the main massage medium today. And that is castor oil, which is a lovely, rich, cleansing oil. It's like a honey-like texture. So it is quite a thick oil. And if you need to thin it down, if you feel that it's too thick for you, you can actually do a 50% blend between the castor oil and something like sweet almond oil, which will make it a little bit lighter. But I quite like its honey-like consistency. It's rich in fatty acids as well, which is really going to nourish and hydrate the skin, particularly where you've got some dry areas. It's a very good moisturiser on its own, castor oil. Right, you want to lean back, that's it. Just try and relax there. Okay, I'm just going to start effleuraging. Very tense in the jawline here, so we're just going to do some gentle massage moves around that area. Just try and release some of that tension. There we go, that's good. Do the same around the cheek area. All nice and relaxing and gentle. move up and we'll start working around this forehead where there's lots of tension here. And hopefully by the end of the massage this will all be released because it's quite tense here. Just going to do some pressure point moves here. Just really relax this area. It's amazing how much tension we actually hold in our face. We may need to come back to this area, but I'm just going to do a little bit. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to do a little bit of circling around the ear. Just to release any areas of stress around the ear there, which I don't think is related to the dry skin, but you never know. What the massage will do with the castor oil is really penetrate those dry areas. Just cup these areas. And then what we'll do is we'll very slowly move into the scalp area and do a little bit of scalp massage on that. But as I said to you earlier, I think what I'm going to do is just add a drop of lavender essential oil to that remaining castor oil that we've got. So that is very, very thick. So I think what I am going to do is add a little bit of sweet almond carrot oil just to thin it out a little bit. that's better already. That castor oil is wonderful, but it is quite thick. So it's a wonderful moisturiser on its own, but if you're wanting to massage, it can drag your, what we call your massage slip. So that's better. So I'm just going to do this on the edges of your scalp and your hair, around these parts that we felt were a bit dry, and then I'm gently going to just massage this area in. So you have got a lot of tension all around your forehead here, and I think you're just holding a bit of stress in your head area. So if we can release that, that may help with the stress around your forehead and eyes as well. And just gentle massage there. And I am adapting this as I go along because I'm really massaging instinctively now in terms of what I feel you need. Just a very gentle release of tension there. Right, I'm just going to go, if you lean back just a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is just go back now. You see that has definitely released a little bit more of your tension in this area. That may just prevent a headache coming on. Right, because we've got quite a bit of tension here, I have got another tool to use which I think may help, which is a special comb which will help to release the tenseness that you've got here. Seems to be able to reach the skin areas that you can't always get with your fingers. Very soothing. wonderful tool, isn't it? How does that feel?
It feels so nice.
I know, it's something that you can't do with your fingers no matter how hard you try. It just seems to have that magic ability of really almost de-stressing that area, in combination with obviously preparing the scalp, which is what we were doing earlier. Okay, I'm just going to do a final massage over the face into the scalp area. And that's feeling so much better already. And the scalp, definitely, the tension has really released around here. So I think to finish, if we can just do some more breath work. So 3 breaths in and out. So and again. Last one. Okay. And I hope that's helped your face relax and the edge of your scalp there where you had lots of tension. And I hope you enjoyed that slightly adapted version of a normal facial.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Melissa, and thank you for joining me today. We're planning a lovely, relaxing facial and scalp massage. And we're going to start with doing a cleanse and a tone and ensure that your skin is scrupulously clean. And then we're going to use a mud mask that will penetrate the skin and really cleanse. And while that's drying, I'll be giving you a little bit of a scalp massage just to release any tension that you've got in your scalp area. And then once we've removed the mask, I will be doing a little bit of a facial massage just to release any tension you've got in your facial area. I will be using a number of new products today provided by Absolute Aromas, who have provided some of today's products. And for those of you that have watched some of my videos on aromatherapy, you will know that I have been looking for an organisation that provides good quality oils at a reasonable price. And one of my friends mentioned Absolute Aromas, and I reached out to them, and they have provided me with a number of products which I will be using today. So I'm really excited to give you this facial and scalp massage today using some of those products. And let's begin. Okay, what I want to do first, as we always do, is just check for any contraindications. So I'm just going to use my magnifying glass just to check to see if there are any contraindications that would prevent me doing the treatment today. Got a slight scab area down the side of your nose there, but it has scabbed over, so we're okay. We'll just be a little bit aware of that. just that we don't brush it rigorously. I can't see anything there, and because we're going to massage this area slightly, just going to check again. Lovely smooth skin there. Okay, so there literally is just that one area. So what we'll start with is a basic cleanse first, and because you've got no makeup on, we're just going to do one cleanse. If you had more makeup on, obviously we would do a much more detailed cleanse, which would use products specifically designed for the eye area. You've already got quite clear skin there already, so we're literally just going to do a basic cleanse. Should be nice and cooling on the skin there. Right, now we've got the cleanser on there, I'm just going to use these wonderful mittens that I've got. Remember when I was studying, we used sponges, and these I find much easier to use. You just rinse them in water, and they're very, very cooling on the skin and a lot more manoeuvrable than the old sponges that we used to use. There we go. How does that feel? It's cooling, isn't it? There we go. Right, I'm just going to get some dampened cotton pads, and I'm going to use the first of the products that have been sent to me from Absolute Aromas, and this is the Lavender Floral Water Hydrolate. So you can use this as a toner.
Wow, that smells lovely.
What I'm going to do is just waft that here, because it is the most gorgeous smell. You can really smell that lavender water in there.
It's lovely.
Yeah, and it's so cooling on the skin. I really do like this one. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now is pop the mud mask on, and this is a Dead Sea and Tea Tree clay mask. I'm just going to pop that on. Should be lovely and cooling. And while I'm just slowly popping this on, I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about the benefits of facials. So one of the things that people benefit from is really removing all the dead skin cells that sit on the surface of the skin. And then, as well as removing those dead skin cells, a facial will really help to improve blood circulation. And also, if you've got congested skin, you might be prone to breakouts. A facial will really help to exfoliate the skin, keep it really clean. As well as obviously a facial, just having a facial promotes that sense of relaxation, gives you a little bit of me time to de-stress. Particularly helpful. Some people don't like having, full body massages. So a facial is quite a good alternative. Right, just got a little bit under the nose to do that. It should be really cooling on the skin. There we go. Okay, so while you relax and that is drying on your face, what I thought I would do is do quite a relaxing scalp massage. And again, what we're going to do for that is use one of the products that they've sent me to try. And again, you're going to love this one because it's one of our favourite oils, which is rosemary. And this is called Rosemary Treatment Oil. And I'll talk to you a bit about it while I use it. And just get some of this on the skin and you will feel the wafts of rosemary.
Oh, it smells lovely.
It really is. Gorgeous smell.
It smells really close to the real thing.
It really does. It's quite a luxurious treatment and it has many uses. So it's been developed by them to promote healthy hair and skin. And the oil is a rich blend of skin boosting oils, which include obviously rosemary, which is the main essential oil that you can smell there. And also a carrot oil, castor oil has been added in there, and also some vitamin E. So you can use it for massage if you want to, because it's easily absorbed into the skin and you can feel that, how easily that has absorbed. I'm actually loving the smell of this. And you can leave that on the hair because it's quite good for sensitive scalp as well, and for scalps that are irritated. And these treatment oils come in different variations. So this is one primarily for healthy hair and skin, which is why I've chosen it today. And we know from some of our past videos how appropriate rosemary is as one of the top essential oils. to use for hair thickness and growth. So we have used that before in an aromatherapy blend, but obviously those of you that are interested in aromatherapy, this is really helpful, because if you don't want to blend, it's already there as a treatment oil. And you can leave it on the hair for 20 to 30 minutes and then shampoo it out. So what I'm going to do is just do some gentle massage moves here. We're not doing a vigorous scalp massage because I want you relaxed and enjoying the facial treatment. So we'll do some moves here. I'll get a few on the shoulders there. Managed to get some mud mask on your skin here, but we can wipe that off later. It happens. Just going to do a few tugs, little tugging, just to release any tension that is in this area. Just a few gentle scalp massage moves. Just to release any tension you've got in the head there. Do a few of the gentle head massage moves here, just to release any tension we've got. And then a little bit of pressure move on the side. And do that a few times. Just finish off on a little bit of a massage on the ears here. I've still got a little bit of tension in this area, so I'm just going to go back, massage this out a little bit more. Okay, I think what we'll do now is we'll remove the mud mask, which has dried, and see if we can thoroughly cleanse the skin and get that removed. Right. Let's take our time, because I think this will take a few washes to come off. That's fine. think sometimes some of these masks just take a little bit of time and patience to come off, which is fine, it's doing its job. I'm just going to do one final tone. I'm going to use some more of our wonderful lavender water. Just to make sure we've got the last bits of that off. So the last stage of the treatment today is I want to use a product that Absolute Aromas have sent me called Rejuvenate Face Oil, and comes in this wonderful dropper which you can pop onto the skin. I'm actually just going to pop a little bit here where you've got some dry skin there. It's a wonderful scent.
What is it? It smells really.
It's actually frankincense and rosehip. I have to say their products are very much focused around that aromatherapy essence. This one includes some vitamin E as well, and you just can use it after cleansing and toning if you want to. Just massage it into your face. Just going to do a little bit around here as well. You can really smell the frankincense in there. This is really good for hydrating the skin. It's got a wonderful light smell to it.
It's quite clearing as well.
I think that's a really nice one to finish the treatment off with, actually. Because you can massage that in and let it penetrate the skin, really hydrate it. The end of the treatment. Okay. I think we're going to finish there with a little bit of breathing. So, if you want to breathe with me, up to 3 counts. So, let's breathe in and out. And again. Final one. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.